This is the Mountaineer Podcast, where everybody's listening. The Mountaineer brings you stories from the peak to peak, in print, and online. Now, listen in to the latest news of the area.
Hello there, everybody. My name is Jamie Lammers, and this is Music of the Mountains, Where to Be and What to See, a weekly series brought to you by the Mountaineer Podcast. This week, I'm bringing on Rachel, Cole, and Gus Miller to talk about their new duo project, Downriver, which they're cementing for the first time in a tour. They recently performed at the Gold Hill Inn, and they'll be performing in the very near future at the Jamestown Mercantile. Before we talk to them about Downriver, though, a quick word from our sponsor. This summer, don't go it alone. Take simple steps for better air. Carpool or take transit where you need to go. Relax on the bus down to Boulder for your commute, or catch the Bustang around the entire state. Road trips and errands are also more fun with company, and carpooling saves on gas too. Know when it matters most by signing up for ozone alerts from the Regional Air Quality Council. Learn more at simplestepsbetterair.org. And now, let's talk to the Downriver duo.
All right. So, do you guys just mind introducing yourselves real quick?
Yeah, Rachel, you want to kick it off?
Yeah. Well, I'm Rachel Cole. I hail from the land of Nashville, Tennessee. In the past 5 years, I've kind of made my way into Austin and integrated into the music scene there where I met Gus. Gus and I have kind of played music together for the better part of about a year and a half now.
Yeah.
And have solidified a group duo name, Downriver, which is kind of our kickoff tour here this summer doing that. So that's kind of how all this kind of came to be.
Yeah.
And yeah. So we just kind of merged and things just kind of stuck.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, we put a name to ourselves just about like a few weeks ago. Yeah, so this is
super new.
Yeah, fresh tracks.
Amazing.
Yeah, so my name's Gus. I'm from Dallas originally, but I've been in Austin for like how many years now? I've been there since 2012. Yeah, so a little over a decade now. You know, I went to UT and I've been playing music all throughout college and after college. Been doing music full time since 2018, and it's been good. Like, been getting on the road more and getting outside of Austin. And I've got a crew that I lead, band leader, you know. And so yeah, I've been starting to play a lot more in like bluegrass these days. So very stoked to be up in Colorado because, you know, people in Colorado seem to love bluegrass. And that,
Yes.
Yeah, perfect place to be for it.
Fantastic. And so Downriver, as a duo, you guys have 2 Colorado shows coming up, at least 2 in the area that we're going to shout out. You said this was your first tour kind of going out as a duo?
Well, we did one last year, and it was kind of just seeing how it would go. We did it super blasé, and Gus actually had an opportunity to be in the Telluride Troubadour contest. So that kind of was our anchor to coming to Colorado last year and getting our feet wet. And we had a great time, made some awesome connections, and just decided, hey, like, let's do it again. So yeah, so now we've got, you know, a little bit more of a solidified, I guess what we would say, it's like more branding, more of an identity in that way. So it's fun to come back with a little bit more oomph this time.
Yeah, we'll be hitting some of the same spots as last year, so it'll be good to see some of the same folks, and yeah, really excited about that.
Absolutely. Yeah, and so Downriver as a duo, you know, how do you think it's developed over the last year and a half as you guys have started performing around?
Yeah, so, well, Rachel and I, we both, you know, have our own separate projects, and, you know, Downriver is us together.
Yeah, we kind of just wanted to give it an identity, give it like a name.
Yeah.
You know, there's so many opportunities where we do play together as a duo, and just having it be our name, it didn't seem like the right fit for the songs. Like, we do co-writes together and things like that as well. So we wanted to give it an entire identity that it deserved. So that's kind of how that came about, yeah.
Sweet. Downriver, where did you guys kind of embrace that name?
Where did we come up with that name?
We had a couple names that we were just shooting around, and I think that one kind of stuck. I don't really know why. You know, I could be honest with you and say 1,000 things, but to be honest, I think it sounds cool.
Yeah.
That's really it, you know.
I think we were on the road last year going through, I think we were in Eagle. We were passing through Eagle on the highway there. I think you remember you like putting this name in the hat. And so, yeah, it's been sitting on the shelf for a while, and we finally just kind of chose it like a few weeks ago.
Absolutely. And what's been great about being able to perform together as a duo, travel around and perform as a duo?
Well, it's fun. I mean, to me, it's fun to see, like, how many things, how many areas of sound and how much, like, you can create dynamics with just two people, just two bodies. I mean, there's so much that we can do that fill that sound. Both of us also play in full bands. So to come together as a duo and be able to fill sound with just ourselves, it's a super special thing.
Yeah.
It's really intimate to a lot of people. And I'm sure that, like, a lot of people like to connect to that because it has such a softer feel to it than the full band experience of the honky-tonk stuff that we're used to doing, the country and all that good stuff. So
yeah.
So it's cool to just settle down on it. And we take a lot of influence in, like Gillian Welch and Brothers Comatose, Old Crow Medicine Show, all those really formative grassroots groups. So that's kind of where we took that from.
And like the kind of gigs we've been playing, like events and stuff, we've basically done everything but a funeral at this point.
Right. So.
Fantastic. Do you guys perform mainly originals, mainly covers, a mix of both? Like what's kind of your repertoire?
It's about 60-40. The more that we have developed our originals, the more that we like to play them. It's fun because we do have a lot of co-writes that are pretty great songs. They're catchy and they're fun, and, just to see how those develop is going to be really interesting, whether we decide to release them or just keep them live. And, yeah, it's just, at this point, it's so early that it's just bouncing around ideas and really seeing what sticks.
Sweet. And what's been great about actually performing like as a duo? Has it felt different from performing solo or in other groups that you've been a part of?
Yeah, I mean, I always loved playing with at least one other person. I'm not really one for playing solo. Music's kind of boring to me,
Whereas, I have a huge solo background and I've been a solo artist for years, so it's funny to see how we merge together in that way.
Yeah, I like the give and take aspect of it, because, there's certain material where it's like Rachel's leading or I'm leading, and, we'll kind of trade off in that aspect. And I really enjoy that.
It's just a much more intimate experience performing as a duo, You can hear a pin drop type thing, and that's what makes it super special to people, to the crowd. It's easy to connect to, I think.
Sweet. And is there anything that you kind of hope people will take away from your music or your performances or anything else when they see Downriver performance?
Well, hopefully they want to see us again.
Yeah, right. To me, just being from Nashville, paying homage and being able to respect the roots of the music is something that, that's a big one for me. Just if people can see me and say, hey, that's giving due respect where respect is due.
Yeah.
That's, to me, the best thing that I can do is respect the craft.
Yeah.
Reproduce it in a way that's genuine and connectable.
Yeah, going off of that, like you said, genuine. I think authenticity is, a really big thing. That's, my number one thing about music.
Yeah.
If I can believe what somebody's singing or saying, I take more from that versus, are they a good singer?
There's
It's
John Craigie quote where he says, you got to give yourself the shivers before you can give them to somebody else. And I take a lot of that,
Sweet. And yeah, just to reiterate, you guys are performing at the Gold Hill Inn and then the Jamestown Merc very, very soon.
Yeah.
Correct.
And we've got a few more dates in Colorado.
Yeah.
So our first date is we're headed to New Mexico right now, and we're playing in Santa Fe tomorrow at El Rey Court. But when we get to Colorado in 2 days, we're going to be at the Gas Lamp Tavern in Del Norte.
Yeah. Yeah, we kind of just make our way up. And then we spend a little bit of time in Summit County, which is where we've made some pretty cool friends out that way. So we're excited to be back in Summit. And, we'll see what else we kind of put on there. We're kind of notorious for just adding gigs left and right, so.
Yeah. Yeah, really stoked for the Gold Hill show. We'll be playing with some of our buddies, the Good for Nothing Thunder Mountain Boys. And, led by a dude named Tyler, who I met at Telluride Bluegrass Festival a few years back, and we've been good buds since. And so, yeah, it'll be good to play with his crew.
That's really exciting. And yeah, I don't know, is there anything else about the duo or the upcoming shows or anything else that you want people to know about or that you want to add?
We will we will be releasing music here, in the next 6 months or so. We're still in the process of finding the right fit, in terms of a label and a home for the music. So we're still kind of shopping around a little bit, but we do have a single that we're really looking forward to release here in the next couple months.
Sweet. And yeah, I don't know. I think those are the big questions that I have on my end.
We're right on.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I want to thank you guys so much for taking the time to jump on and talk about all this. This is really great.
Yeah, thank you, Jamie.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, it was a pleasure talking.
Thank you so much to Gus and Rachel for coming on board and joining us for the podcast. Be sure to catch their live set at the Jamestown Mercantile, located at 108 Main Street in Jamestown, on Thursday, June 25th, 2026, starting at 7 p.m. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in to this week's Music of the Mountains, Where to Be and What to See, brought to you by the Mountain Ear Podcast. I'll be back next week with another episode, and we'll be back very soon with another episode of the Mountain Ear Podcast. Be sure to subscribe wherever you get your podcasts, Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, Podchaser, etc. And be sure to share this and other episodes around with whoever you see fit. If you want to support the Mountain Ear and receive a physical or digital subscription of our newspaper, be sure to head to the mtnear.com and click on the subscribe button at the top of our homepage. Also be sure to head to the Mountain Ear Media section of our homepage to find our podcast episode archive, our Facebook, our YouTube, and our Instagram at mtn.ear. And finally, if you have any questions or suggestions for the paper or the podcast, be sure to reach out to myself at media@themountaineer.com, my co-host Tyler Hickman at tyler@themountaineer.com, our editor-in-chief Barbara Hardt at info@themountaineer.com, and general inquiries at frontdesk@themountaineer.com. Thank you so much for listening. Have a great rest of your day. The song that you are currently listening to is called Heaven Help the Fool. It was co-written by Rachel, Cole, and Gus Miller and is performed by them here in their duo project, Down River. This particular performance of the song is taken from a recent live session that they performed at 1087 Studios, where they also performed Can't Complain by Todd Snyder and Rachel's solo songs Waiting on a Miracle and Let the Days Move Slow. Be sure to check out Rachel Cole's 1087 live session on the 1087 Studios YouTube channel. And be sure to catch Rachel and Gus performing live as Down River at the Jamestown Mercantile, located at 108 Main Street in Jamestown, on Thursday, June 25th, 2026, starting at 7 p.m.
That was fun. I think you got the words right.
I think I did. Oh.
Cool.
Got a ride from the city back to my hometown. Everything seemed different but the same. I can't tell if anything's changed or just the inside of my head. I'll just keep drinking instead.